Okay, I'm back at it with some more Sparking Zero gameplay, and the Sparking saga continues. Funnily enough, this game, or Bandai specifically, has dropped a new update, and it has changed a lot about this game. One main thing that you probably not heard about already is, obviously the menu screen is just 10 times better. It has the option for switch view, which is basically just all the characters just here, transformations, fusions, etc., just all smacked on the screen. But they also have a new switch view. They also have a new camera angle that I'm going to show off in a little bit. But they have this switch view, and now you can actually go to all the base forms of the characters. And when you want to go to a transformation, nice, simple, and sweet. I definitely love this change. Arguably one of my favorite changes. But they have something even better, and I cannot wait to show it off because I feel like nobody really is just talking about how good this is. But first, let me go ahead and pick me a little team here. Actually, I'm gonna need you. Who else do I want to pick for this? I don't need too many other characters. Uh, but I want to get a few. Yeah, let me get you too. You. But like I said, this game has actually they updated this game and they have made some pretty big big changes to this game, and I'm gonna again show that off now.
Let's get
I also
started.
think they did. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I haven't played the game, and not gonna lie, I played the game in a second. But it also has seemed that they have upgraded the graphics or tweaked them slightly. There's something definitely just better about the
This will
graphics
be
that I
no
can't
fast
necessarily
ride.
put my finger on. But just overall, really just
Yes, I could use a little
improvements and things
exercise
like that all
today.
around. But yeah, let me go with this team, and then I can go here. Yeah, this will work. All right. Now again, the update has dropped, and they changed a lot of stuff about this game. First off, one big change that they already did that was nice. This now takes key gate, so now people can't just sit here and look stupid for 2 minutes. I swear, there was legit one time I fought somebody. It was a Gohan. Spammed the wild since it literally just did this. And if you don't know, before the update, this actually did not drain or take down any key, like at all. But now it does, and it takes off a considerable amount. So that off rip is not real stemmable anymore. They stopped that dead in the track. But also some other moves got tweaked after Image Strike. After Image Strike is actually not that good anymore. I think it lasts 10 seconds or less. And if you get hit with a perception counter, or you hit your opponent with a perception counter, if I can get Gohan to do it. Also, this is the new camera angle, by the way. It's supposed to be more like BT3, and I honestly do like it. It does make the game a bit hard to follow, and this is not what I need. I think it's the Z counter. I think I might have messed up the name there. That's let me see. This should be the right one. I guess not.
Take this seriously.
It's not this one. There's actually another one. Well, I guess they just forced to do different perceptions.
Solar flare!
Come on, Gohan. This probably not gonna work for me. But well, obviously you know this stance, but specifically when I'm just letting him do it on me, just so I can show specifically what it is. Opponent settings. I'm just having him attack me. Attack me, you fool. Attack me, you fool. That's not that neither. Why is my perception skills so bad? I'm bad at the game. That's not that neither. Also, they now have that cool below effect. Okay, that's exactly what I want to show off. That version of perception. Again, Ignore the fact that I'm a terrible player. But that version of perception actually now completely takes away after image thought. So if somebody actually gets a perception or you get a perception, then that's their after image strike that's gone. So I mean, it's still a good move. Don't get me wrong, but it's much less just much less annoying than what it was before. Much less annoying. But that's actually not even the biggest change, and I'm going to show you now. If we go to where it is, we go here, and we actually go to Ultimate Blast for Gohan. You will see something that was only thought to be that could be a Christmas miracle. Let me put this here and this. Yeah. Now, if you will, stop being an idiot. Bro, can you just can you stop being an idiot? This idiot trying to fight me even though I got. That's one thing they still need to make better is the dang AI. But finally, since you do the dang Kamehameha, you will notice that I was able to block that. And this is not a drill. I guarantee you this is not a drill. Most ults in this game now, at the time of this recording, are now blockable. Almost every single, I don't say every single ult, but most of the ults that I personally tested, they actually are now, almost all of them are blockable. The only one that I think are still unblockable is, I think almost every Goku, like big Goku Spirit Bomb is still unblockable, but you know, that makes sense. It's Goku. So that makes sense that it would be unblockable. But aside from those, every other or most other moves in this game are now blockable, at least the annoying ones. And because again, this also applies to other characters like again Kid Buu. He had actually an unblockable ult. It was his Vanishing Ball. But now you'll see when I chuck it at Gohan, I have him blocking. He gets chip damage. Meanwhile, if I actually fully connect with it, so you can see the full damage of it, ignore the 3,000.
This is not good.
It actually does the full damage. So again, most, and this goes for most ults in this game. I'm pretty sure it also applies to, let me make sure. Yep. Also applies to other characters' moves like Super Babies 2, Super Baby 2, Death Ball. It does chip damage, obviously, and this is just how it was in BT3. Any ultimate that wasn't basically unblockable, it just did, decent amount of chip. Because you compare it to something like this, it's doing like 10 times more chip damage. But in this game, you can't die to chip damage, so it's not the worst thing ever. It still can be kind of used in some interesting cases, at least for ones that are not unblockable. You can still kind of use it in some interesting cases and basically just, still get utilization out of these moves. And on top of that, you can still combo into it, obviously. But again, this goes for almost every single ult you can think of, like even Beerus's. Destruction Ball, big old, annoying, unmanageable. I didn't even. Oh, this one actually still is unmanageable. I actually did not know that. That's something I actually did not know. I thought that one would definitely still be a vegetable. And I think they definitely did something to Broly, I think, to make it less annoying. I cannot remember. It wasn't making them non-unblockable. I think they did nerf the damage of this, actually. Nope, still does practice amount of damage. But I think, because I did see at least one video, so I have to look at the patch notes too. Okay, yeah, it basically gives you more time to actually stop it, or to actually dodge and move out the way. But it's still basically the same annoying moves. But a lot of other annoying moves have basically just been touched up. Because again, like I said, Kid Buu doesn't have one anymore. Same thing goes for Baby, and basically most other characters, even Gohan, as you clearly have seen, his is no longer unventurable. And this again goes for most characters in this game. I would say now, most moves in this game, most ults at least, are completely blockable now. And I think especially one that people hated that were unblockable, Super Saiyan 4
Nice one.
and Bardock's, both of them are now actually blockable moves. And they also even nerfed Bardock specifically a little bit more. And I'm show you why in a second. But they also did nerf both of these two. It wasn't too sizable of a nerf, but they do generally less damage, and I think they also drain a little bit less. But it's mainly the damage. The damage has been just plummeted. They don't do no damage off that throw anymore, or either one of their throws actually. They just don't really do good damage. But again, one of the main ones that I am just very, very glad that they go ahead and just took out is freaking Andy Laza's. Because now, I'm not gonna lie, Andy Laza is probably one of, if not just simply the best giant in the game. And thankfully, they did their due diligence in actually making him, not broken. But Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that's what I'm saying, Goku. Gogeta also, again, launch it right in front of their face, and again, nothing. It is now very much so blockable. And as you can see, they also increased basically the instant spark, and this goes for every character that has an instant spark. Their instant spark has been, they have one skill stock more in comparison to what it was before. It was on like 3. So, and this goes for every character, I think, with a instant spark. Any and every character that has an instant spark, it now takes 4 bars instead of 3. Now, I actually haven't tested Super Vegeta. And sure enough, it's also blockable. And this goes for, again, for like essentially every character in the game that has that has an instant spark and ultimate key bars. This is something that's only going to be able to be used once per match. And again, like I demonstrated with all those other characters, this is finally blockable. This is not unblockable anymore. It can easily just be blocked and stopped like every other super attack can or ultimate. You still can obviously combo into it. It still does a crazy amount of damage. See, still does crazy amount of damage. It just no longer is essentially overpowered. But there still are some moves that are still very much so unblockable. So like I said earlier, Spirit Balls, I'm pretty sure everyone, I tested GT Goku alongside Super Goku, they're all still very much unblockable. You cannot block these at all. I think they did reduce the damage for, I want to say most of them, but that's more so the tech enemy. I don't know 100% for a fact that's the case. But at least with most of the moves, they are now very much so blockable. But there are some special cases, and again, I haven't tested every single character. But as you're going to see with Gohan, it is still very much so unblockable. And it still does a hefty amount of damage. But at least for this move, and I think there's a few other ones, they're still definitely unblockable. But I think that's something that they just wanted to do for Gohan because, again, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has just like always been tested in every single game that he's been in. It's something that's literally just inevitable. Like, he literally still has his freaking Super Kamehameha, which is only 2 bars. This is even the most spammable move in the entire. I don't think there's a single move more spammable than this. But again, that's essentially most of the annoying characters that really done got just hardcore nerfed. Or really just most of the moves in the game hardcore nerfed. But it doesn't stop there. They also, I'm not putting my dang stuff with this keeps up. Finally. Now, as you can see, move hit me. I even had my entire vision locked off, as you can see, and still peaches and cream. Happened again, nothing happened. I don't even think it does chip damage. That might be just because I'm in sparkling, but I'll show you just to, show that it's actually real if we go. There we go. But just again to show that it's not only sparking or something weird like that. Boom, again, he hit me. No damage. I get a finally a clean shot of it. Again, as you can see, it clearly hit me. But again, it did no damage at all. And again, this is most ults in this game. Essentially, every ult that's not a cinematic, like big, like orb based ult, like Spirit Bomb, essentially just doesn't work. I think again, there's still some exceptions, like Bro still has his, unfortunately. In the end, almost every character you can think of, Frieza doesn't have his, obviously Kid Buu doesn't have his. You can go down the list. I think Solar Kamehameha is also now not blockable, or now blockable. I already tested GT's, he still has his basically unblockable. But again, it makes sense because it's a Spirit Bomb. But aside from that, every other character now is essentially, at least one of the more annoying characters. Alright, perfect. Yep, so and again, just like every other ultimate, or beam ultimate at least. So it is that. Oh wait, no, actually, his still is. Oh, we got hit. But that's not a freaking big ball. That's crazy. Oh, I guess because it is so big, it basically is like a big ball. But he actually still has his. That's actually very, 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 very surprising. But I feel like this is one of the most spanned ones as well. Kind of surprised they ain't trying to actually attack this. But that's most of the changes. There's actually still, at least the physical gameplay changes. There are some more just simple changes that I'm pretty sure most of the community haven't even found yet. But this is just to showcase, some of the stuff that they have changed, specifically dealing with, again, the main screen, which is 10 times better. But again, also the freaking terribly unfun and annoying freaking unblockable ults in this game. A lot of them have been toned down tremendously. And especially one that I hated with a seething passion that I don't think that I've shown off, which I'm so glad that they actually fixed it. Yes, this dude. Easily the most broken and annoying character in this entire game to fight. And it wasn't even because of just the insane damage, even though that was, one thing. It wasn't even because of that. It was because of one move. This. Thankfully now it is blockable, but beforehand, before this patch came out, this move was literally unblockable. It was a teleport that can literally, here, let me get all the way in here. Again, before this patch, this was unblocked. So, and again, peep how far away that I was from 19. Look at how far this is. Any other move in this game would have taken at least, I want to say, even some of the fastest, just like, rushes and, beams and, just ults in general in this game. There is nothing in this game that can hit you from this far as quickly, just in general. There's nothing in this game, at least before this update, that can hit you from all the way over, legit, where 19 is at. It literally is like don't even have a second to respond. It's literally like less than a second, like after he pans away from his face. That's all the time you have. To him disappearing is literally the time that you have to try to freaking dodge the move. The move is crazy. But now it's actually blockable, which it wasn't before. And this move single-handedly was the most annoying in the game. because you easily can just do this from halfway across the screen. And again, especially you know, you didn't even have to use boost. Do this. Look how much damage it does. With bust? No, it did even more than that. So I think they actually might have fixed some of the damage. But you used to do more than that. You used to do like 18 or like 20k with this. Okay, yeah, like actually, just so you can see. Again, you don't hit boost. Look how much bar you still have. And because it's not an ult, you could just do this. And you see, that was a full combo. That combo. So again, before this patch update, what you had specifically with UI Goku is that somebody literally could pop this, throw this out, literally a freaking full screen, invulnerable or invincible move that was also unblockable, and then boom, you're dead. And then you get to do it again for free, and this time actually do even more damage on the second go around. Because again, this is just hit it so you still have, you know, meter up. Because you don't have that much meter up after you do it. So you have just enough to where you can actually do that. Or you can even go right into an actual ult. And again, if your opponent doesn't dodge it, look how much damage this takes out. Look at this damage. You lost literally all of your hit points. I do this. But this has been a very good patch. It has essentially taken out a lot of the very, very annoying and cheesy moves in the game. At least a lot of the unbanishable ults and the ones that are in the game or still are in the game, like Broly's, for instance. It's really not that bad. It's actually, at least now, easier to deal with. And again, all the costs have been up too. So it's definitely been better on that end. Also, as well as, you know, the little quality of life changes, like, for instance, vanishes and vanishing wars are nowhere near as annoying now. They actually have sped up the timing. So it's essentially like how it was back in BT3. And again, the game is just in a much better space now than how it was, you know, before the patch. It still has some issues and some glitches I definitely have heard about, but this is definitely, you know, a huge benefit towards the game. The game definitely just feels a lot better to play, and especially online, you're going to be able to see a lot more interesting, you know, just really just more characters and, you know, just more interesting gameplay out of this game, which is definitely like what people really wanted out of this game, just the bottom line. People just wanted to be able to play with, you know, a ton of these characters without having to just, you know, rely 100% on what is the meta character, or what's the best character because of the meta. So again, you're going to see a lot of just weird, interesting characters like Deborah. You might see a bit more of, or a character like freaking Frost, even. Like a lot more characters that really kind of just like now at this point are able to be playable, and you not, and you know, for you not to get just milli rocked. There's been a lot of great quality of life just changes and updates to the game. So I think there's definitely a lot of great changes too. I think this is definitely gonna help, you know, again, just bring a lot of people back to the game, and again, just really help the game overall. Again, man, due to all out those ults now being blockable, but also they did a lot of quality stuff here and there. But so far overall, I'm definitely excited to play more. You guys tell me what's your favorite thing out of this update. What's the main thing that you just love out of this update? Or maybe some stuff that you just didn't like and you just wanted to see better. Please leave it down below in the comments. And this is me signing off and hopefully playing more Sparking Zero.